we're back. This is me and my daddy greasing the pans so it doesn't stick.
So we're at the stage now of the bread making process where we have to grease the pans with butter. You can use wax paper and actually take some butter in your hands and do it, or you can use a spatula or something like that. Hannah and I are using spatulas tonight. We've done it with wax paper, we've done it every other way, and this is one of our favorites. Takes a little bit longer, but it does a good job. It is now 6:30 at night. Hannah and I started the bread making process at 8 o'clock in the morning. We left the bread in the pan a little bit longer than what some people would for sure. So we're going to cut it up here now, put it into the bread pans, cover it up, let it rise for a little bit, and then we're going to throw it in the oven. The reason why we let it stay a little bit longer is because we both enjoy nice fresh bread before we go to bed. I think you got lots in there, kiddo.
How long are you guys going to be at this?
20 minutes.
Wanna flip the last pan?
No, actually the last pan doesn't get used, remember? We only make, it's only enough to make 3. I'm going to steal some of your butter out of here so it's not too much. Okay, perfect. You want to get the camera real quick and show them what the pans look like?
Turn the heat back on?
Yes. So as you can tell from Hannah's pan, now move it away so it's not so close. She's got a copious amounts of butter put all throughout here. We don't really need that much butter, so I'll just scoop it a little bit, but it's not going to hurt any. Just make it a little bit easier coming out of the pan at the end of the day. Actually, honey, bring the camera back over. We'll show them what the bread looks like in the pot here. So this batch didn't rise all that terribly great.
Go. You did it?
Not really.
I see.
But we're good to go. She's going to put the camera back in the fireplace. You got your stool? You're going to need it to put the... Pause the camera, please.
I'll go get it.
Alright. So next you're going to need a nice sharp knifey.
Knifey, knife, knife, knife.
A little brandy slush.
And some brandy slush. Just to drink, not to put in.
That's just Daddy's little extra treat. So we've got 3 pans all done here. Sleeves up.
Listen, don't be doing that.
Our little bowl of flour that we kept from this morning. We're going to reach down into the bread here. We're just going to take up a chunk right here. Stop. Take up a piece, you cut it off.
I'm going to do that one.
Hannah's going to make a bun. I'm going to spin it around, take off a piece myself.
Also smell it, but don't sniff into it.
Good advice.
So you take off a
It
decent
does
size here. You
smell
take the
really
flour.
good.
You come in on the uncut portion of the bread, of your dough. You dip a little bit. And then you just tap a little flour into the bottom there to make it easier.
Take a spoon away.
Excuse me, bite me.
Just like push them with your foot like you do all the time.
So what you're doing is you're squeezing and rolling in. Squeeze and roll in, squeeze and roll in. Making a nice little bun right there, just like that.
Bun.
Can I see yours, honey? I'm just going to re-roll yours here for a second. Can you put this one in for me? Hannah did a good job.
Bun.
Good
I'm just
job,
going to
Hannah.
squeeze it out here a little bit more. And now I'll cut you off a piece.
I know.
You can tear it off, or you can cut it off. I prefer to cut it off.
So it doesn't get all ripped apart.
So again, a little sprinkle it on top of the top of the dough, so you got something to dab it into. So remember, squeeze and roll like this, yeah. Not too much now. Watch.
I got it.
Can I show you again, please, so you can get it?
Wait, so people are watching.
I know, but let me show you one more time so you understand exactly what I want you to do. The drama. Watch. Squeeze and then turn it. Squeeze and turn it. Squeeze and turn it. Okay?
Button.
No, it's not ready yet. It's got to be squeezed and turned more. Feel how flat it is on the bottom. Look underneath. We don't want that, right? So watch when it's. See what I'm doing? You're making it more compact,
Okay.
right? See that? And put that in next to that one.
Like a turtle shell.
Yeah,
That's
like
right.
a turtle shell.
You want me, while you guys are finishing up this, to go to the movie?
A little skeptical.
Why?
It's a little moist and I ran out of flour there today.
Well, see what happens.
Yeah. So this particular batch we're making here now, I'm a little bit skeptical as to how it's going to turn out. I didn't quite have enough flour. I would have liked to have added about another cup and a half or so of flour to really
Good job, Hannah.
stiffen it. That's perfect.
Very good.
Really stiffen it up a little bit because the bread is a little moist right now. So I'm a little concerned as to how it might turn out. I'm just finishing off this bun here. We usually, we're a 3 bun per pan family here. That's what we try to normally aim for.
Did you want me to leave?
Yeah, please.
Hannah, after you're done with this, can you put your paper? And that way when I get back, you'll be ready to go? Okay.
Can I just take this away for a sec? Good work. I'm going to add a little piece to this one, okay? The more you make bread, the more you get used to how much you need to make a perfect bun and all that kind of stuff. I'm not there yet. Hannah's not there yet. We're still learning together, aren't we, kiddo?
Yes.
But this is the kind of thing that we like to practice and
If
play.
Nanny Petal was alive, she would be able to do it better than us.
Oh, I suspect, yes. She's made a little bit of bread in her day, I think. But we're just trying to mimic what we were taught, that's all. And by making this video, we're going to try to pass it on to everyone else. I need a little bit more. Tell you what, why don't we only make 2? We'll finish off this one, we'll keep the rest for Teltons. No more Teltons, but fry them up in the frying pan.
I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Want to do that? We'll have that for snack for bedtime today.
Put that last one in there, and I'll put that one, mine in here.
I've got this one here for there, because it's going to be a nice full one. And I might as well add in another piece.
Dad, can I have some more on flour? TJ.
So Hannah and I made an executive decision here just now. We're only going to go with 2 pans of bread tonight to make sure that we have enough left over for Teltons. The last time we made bread, the last 2 times we made bread, we cut ourselves short. We made full pots and we didn't have enough left, or full pans and we didn't have enough left to do Teltons. So this time we'll do some Teltons, eh? It'll be delish. So this one thrown in there. They're not exactly even buns, but I'll show you what they look like before they go in the oven. Here's Hannah doing her work. You run a sweatshop here, you can only do stuff in your underwear. That's one pan. This is the other pan.
Daddy has his underwear on too. He just doesn't want to show you.
I don't.
Yes, he does. He's a liar.
So what Hannah has left here now, we'll use those for toutons. And for those that don't know how to make a touton, well, we'll show you that part too. All toutons are is the leftover dough. There wasn't enough there to make a full pan of bread. You put them in the frying pan, flatten them out, copious amounts of butter, and at the end, what do? You add maple syrup to them. Can't go wrong. Or molasses. You can add molasses. That's a favorite way to have it. Hannah and I will probably go with molasses tonight, just to keep it traditional.
We will go with maple syrup.
Ah. Hannah will have hers with maple syrup. I'll have mine with molasses. So again, we're going to leave these leftovers here for toutons. We're going to take them out, chop them up, make them a little bit smaller. This here is an awful big touton. That's about, oh, that's just too big. So we'll have to do it up a bit smaller, will we? Should we get out the flattening board there and show them how to do that? Alright. So we're going to move on here now. I'm going to take the pans of bread, which are all ready to go. Put them back over here, throw the towel back over it so it'll start to rise for another little bit. We'll keep them there for about 40 minutes or so. And then we're going to throw them in the oven on 300. Leave them there for an hour or until they start to look perfectly brown.
Yay, Ozzy, you're eating your croutons.
Can you jump down, please?
His ears are wet.
Next thing we're going to do now is a touton. Now, some would say just flatten that out and it'll be good to go, but I'm telling you that's a large, large piece of bread. When this rises, that'll end up being a full loaf of bread with about 8 slices to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down into thirds.
I have 2, he has 1.
And now we're just going to simply flatten it out. I'm going to get a little bit of flour on the board. We're out of flour. Should have went to the grocery store today, didn't. I'm going to flatten them down and make them as flat as we can get them.
Also make it look like it's a small kid's footprint.
And the reason why I flatten them out and spread them out so much is because the yeast is still active in it. When you throw it in the frying pan to cook these up,
footprint.
yeah. When you throw these in the frying pan to cook them up, they are going to rise, the same as bread will rise in the pans in the oven. And they'll get very thick and very dense.
I'll be the audience.
Alright, so we got these flattened out here a bit. I'm going to fry them up now. Alright, we're going to fry up a couple for you here now.
Daddy, I'm having the biggest one. You're having the... No, Daddy, you get the biggest one. I get the littlest one. Mommy gets the medium one. Back.
So keep about a little bit more than a medium heat going on your oven there, sorry, on your stove. You have a spatula there, honey?
Don't use your egg spatula.
Get yourself a spatula.
Disappear. I'm gonna do a little magic trick. Hannah disappearing.
So as you can see, you're not going to be shy in the butter.
Hannah, come back. Hi.
Get your closer view.